Forest Haven was a mental asylum for children opened in 1925 and shut down in 1991, though some parts remained active until as late as 2005. The institution was famous for its neglect and mistreatment of patients. The compound consists of a large open area in visual sight of a juvenile correction facility, so going here can be risky, not to mention the rotting walls and failing conditions of the buildings themselves. We went on a weekday morning to avoid security, and it was worth it. We were rewarded with a disturbing look into the condition of federally run mental institutions from back in the day. Many of the rooms were built to be inescapable, like a prison. But stickers and cartoonish paintings decorated the walls in an attempt to make the rooms look more friendly. We found documents about the rigid and strict schedules that patients and nurses followed on a daily basis, much like a prison. We found artifacts from all decades here. Paperwork from the 40s, soda cans from the 70s, and newspapers from the 80s. Being able to find these objects in such good condition attests to Forest Haven's resilience to the elements. Though the compound is not maintained, it is still able to hold on to its secrets.
I don't know, so far we've been through Southeast. I think the first building we hit was probably a children's hospital. Had check-ins, divided for both boys and girls, medical supplies, kind of stuff. We cut through what we thought was a ward, but we weren't sure. We're ultimately not sure what our second building was. We're in, right now, the bottom floor of a ward. So far, very old school, very 70s, 80s, plastic furniture, painted walls, desks everywhere. It's very eerie. We've just been through the rec room, the kitchen. You can tell it's very used. You've got your old school ranges, old school appliances, everything.
A building, covered in razor wire from top to bottom, revealed some of the most well-preserved paperwork. Here we found rooms littered with patient records. These patients suffered from neglect, past trauma, and frequent aggressive outbursts resulting in a variety of behavioral and psychological disorders. Some of the patient files were very large, holding copies of court papers, admittance forms, psychological profiles, and medical records, all in near-perfect condition. We had heard rumors that the main building of the hospital, by far the most imposing of them all, contained records of patients who had suffered from botched lobotomies at the hands of the doctors of Forest Haven. Naturally, we were excited to check this building out. Unfortunately, upon entering, it was made very clear that this was information somebody didn't want getting out. The rooms had been cleared out, leaving only heavy furniture and junk. One of the rooms was filled with burned papers. Unfortunately, it was impossible to make out what any of them once were. It's really eerie. This place, it has a lot of, it feels a lot, which is kind of weird to say. It's just an overwhelming sense of just sadness here. So much happened here, and it's, you can kind of feel it in the air. It's really weird. So hopefully we'll get some more, hopefully we'll find some of the places where they did some of these experiments. That'd be really cool. This is a fascinating look into a darker part of our history. However, in the 90s there was a lot of reform in the government-funded mental asylums. As part of the reform, Forest Haven was closed down because it was outdated, lacked funds, and lacked popular support. Many parents of patients tried to sue the institution for its negligent treatment of their family members. Now Forest Haven just stands here, as a relic of the past. These walls tell thousands of stories, from the nurses who worked here to the patients who died here.
From this corner of the convention center at the Hilton Anatola's QuakeCon, all of this is mine. 27 hours of hard work one day, 33 hours another day. And another 15 running backbone. Perfect. Every single table. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. This was a ridiculously awesome labor of love. There were huge cockroaches in there, about the size of my thumb. There's that asshole Defender. I love you, Defender. I really do.
You too. See you tonight.
And here comes Lister. There's the knock. Look at him. He's making a move. Oh, those people are senior. And that's that. We did it. Grip Nation did it. I'm on a bit.
Do not allow the enemy to rescue the hostages.
Coming back, watch my one fish, bottom fish.
Look out! استنى هنايا.
I'll stay here.
Top red.
استنى هنايا. يزيد سيف؟ جرب ويجي معايا.
I'll go quietly.
استنى هنايا.
Don't leave me here. تبعني. Where are we going?
You guys see it? Did you get this? I'm watching the that one where taking like people were lucky and shit. You're on mute. I'm not mute. Still on mute. Alright, I'm hot, bottom fish. Alright.
I tell you.
Watch stuff up there, Tech. Anybody else fucking hear me? I can hear you.
Peggy 18.